I have to say, I wanted to bring this up. I thought this was kind of prescient because I'm playing God of War and I feel like they're not talking that much. Like I'm not experiencing that like I did in Horizon. In Horizon, I felt like they were really solving puzzles very quickly for you. In this game, I feel like I'm walking around for a few minutes before anyone says anything. Maybe it's like a patch. Maybe a lot of people's experiences were, especially in the review environment, were pre-patch and all that. I don't know what it is, but I just don't feel like I'm having that experience. Do you feel like God of War holds your hand too much?
In certain instances, yes. There were times where I was actively doing a puzzle and it's like, oh, maybe you should freeze that, Kratos. And it's like, I know exactly what I'm fucking doing that right now. You don't need to tell me. I think I just saw, I haven't watched it yet. There's a really great channel called Game Maker's Toolkit. And I think that Game Maker's Toolkit just released a video called "Why Does God of War Characters Keep Spoiling Puzzles?" I have not watched this video yet, so I'm not actually recommending it yet. But everything else I've seen on Game Maker's Toolkit channel is amazing. Really, really great channel to learn some of the nitty gritty behind game design. So this video is probably good. I'm gonna have to watch it. But yeah, you're probably right. It probably does come down to play testing. But is there an accessibility option where you can turn off?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Like that would be easy enough. And there might be, but I was wondering, Sony's so obsessed with like granular options in first party games. You would think that there would be an option to say like a minimized chatter, all this kind of stuff so that it doesn't ruin for people. But I'm surprised by people saying that because that's not one of my problems with God of War. That was actually a problem with Horizon. I felt like it was a little too hair trigger with Aloy, especially because she's alone. So it doesn't even make any sense. With God of War, with Kratos and Atreus traveling together, I feel like it's just happening less, but I'm also just not very good at puzzles. So maybe I'm just dicking around too much and longer than you would imagine. And then they say something and I'm like, oh, that's the normal amount of time in which they would help me. But I gotta be honest, I'm glad that stuff's in there. And I think probably most people are. That's what I've tried to keep in mind is they do this over and over again. So they obviously are getting results from it. It's not like this is the first game to do it. And I do think it's smart to watch people play your game, which they do, and see where they're held up. And I'm sure someone's sitting there with a fucking legal pad and being like, they got stuck here, they got stuck here, they got stuck here, they got stuck here. And then they cross-reference all of these playtests and they're like, all right, here are the 10 pain points in this chapter. And we need to go and have Atreus' voice actor and Kratos' voice actor get in the booth and say a few things. And that's what happens. So I would be interested to watch that video. Yeah. Were you going to say something?
No, yeah. Dude, Game Maker's Toolkit, great channel if you've never watched it before. Like really well done videos. He did one about the world design of Elden Ring, which it's good because he talks about how like some positive stuff and some really interesting negative stuff that I had not considered before. So check out that channel.